friends, I'm Ashley and welcome to Ash's Cozy Corner. It is almost April and the sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and there are two games that I have been waiting so long for that are finally releasing. April is going to be an amazing month for me, and I hope you can find something that you're just as excited about. The past 3 to 4 months haven't really been that great for Switch releases. I don't know if this is because this is supposed to be the last year for the Nintendo Switch system before the new one releases, but because of this, going forward, unless there's a ton of Switch releases, I'm not going to split up Steam and Switch in these videos. I'll just mention games in the order of release for the month and let you know if it's releasing on Steam, Switch, or both. Drum roll please, because the first 2 games we are going to talk about are the 2 games that I'm so excited for that are releasing this month. Number 1 is a game that I have been using the demo for so long now, and honestly, it just keeps getting better. Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions. The official description explains it like this. Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions is a gamified focus tool set to a soothing lo-fi soundtrack. Discover and collect spirits, customize your cozy virtual space, and facilitate your real-life tasks with a collection of handy features designed to improve concentration and ease stress. That is the official description. However, I would describe it as perfection. Really, Spirit City has been so good for my focus and has allowed me to create my own little room completely unique to me to work alongside. With Spirit City, you not only have tools to help you with productivity like a Pomodoro timer, task list, journal, and habit tracker, you actually get rewarded for it by gaining experience for using the game, doing daily tasks, and by finding spirits. I don't know about anyone else, but I love getting rewarded for doing my work. There are options to listen through 4 different playlists, and you can even throw in music from your web browser. To make it even better, you can put up to 12 different soundscapes over the music you're listening to, so if you're feeling a little rain over the music, you have that option, or if you want a night forest theme over your music, that's also possible. One of the best parts is that while you're working, you have the opportunity to find cute spirits that get lured out from doing specific activities during different times of the day or with different weather. If you want to take a quick break from actual work and get distracted, that's also an option because you can completely customize your character and your room in Spirit City. There's tons of different wardrobe options, different hairstyles, yes, even a few long hairstyles, thank you Mooncube, different body shapes, you name it. Speaking of room customization, my room is completely full of greenery. I can't have that in real life because of my cats, but I can sure have that in game. Okay, seriously, when I say this game is perfect, I mean it. I am so obsessed with this game and how it has helped me focus in my day-to-day life. Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions is releasing on Steam on April 8th. Don't forget to wishlist it and try out the demo while it's still available. Next up is the lovely game that is Botany Manor. Botany Manor is a beautiful plant puzzle exploration game set in 19th century England. You play as its inhabitant, Arabella Green, a retired botanist. Explore your house and gardens filled with botanical research to figure out the ideal habitat for a collection of forgotten flora. I actually have a Let's Play video about 25 minutes long showing off Botany Manor and all of its beauty. It truly is a super relaxing puzzle game where you have to fill out a book about forgotten plants. How do you do this, you ask? By going around and finding hints about the environment that these special plants thrive in. By going around and finding hints about the environment that these special plants thrive in, you'll be able to plant the seedlings and grow the plants completely to finish out the book. There are hints scattered everywhere, from postcards, letters, and even paintings with clues. Just from the 30-minute demo, I was mixing up chemicals to make a flash powder so I could make a camera flash to make a plant grow. The hints it gives you are also just enough to have you still thinking hard, but not so hard you want to beat the controller against a wall. The sound effects in the game are perfectly timed and really make you feel more involved in the game as well. You play as a first-person view in Botany Manor, but the movement is slow enough to where you can really take everything in, which I appreciate. Botany Manor is releasing on Steam and the Nintendo Switch on April 9th. This is one that you do not want to miss out on. Trust me. Criticrops is up next. Enter the world of Mutter Island as Sylvie, a newfound witch with the ability to grow magical critters. Restore the island, welcome the unwelcome, and uncover the mystery of Sylvie's past. Criticrops is fairly unique as the main goal of the game is to grow magical crops called, well, the name of the game, Critter Crops. There are over 24 critters in the game, and they each have special growing conditions that you'll have to discover to grow them. The critter crops that are grown can then be used to help you explore the wild areas of the island and can even be leveled up to access more areas. New and interesting characters like mummy-looking creatures, banshees, you name it, will start moving to town, which will give you more goals to work towards, like helping to restore their homes or build relationships with them. Before I go any further, you check your friendship with others through the Friendly's social media app. I just felt like you needed to know this bit of information. Onward. There's also something you do in game called Noodle. I actually have no idea what this is, but it is included in the activities of the game. Context: farm, noodle, mine, gather, and explore the island. If anyone knows what noodling is, let me know. Critter Crops is releasing on April 15th on Steam. This next game is definitely interesting, but I am a little confused about it. The Collage Atlas, lovingly crafted with pen and ink by one person over 4.5 years. In the Collage Atlas, your presence, your gaze, your movements all matter. With these things, you breathe life into this hand-drawn picture book dream world. I say this hoping I'm understanding correctly, but in this game, you do not push any buttons to solve puzzles. You will only be using the analog sticks to move and look around and use your gaze to solve puzzles. As you continue to go through the game, you will breathe life into the world, causing things to change and happen like forests to grow, flowers to bloom, and so on. Even the soundtrack will change to each move you choose. This is a shorter game coming in at 1.5 to 2.5 hours, or just a little longer than that, depending on if you want to find all of the secrets the game has to offer. The Collage Atlas will be releasing on April 19th on Steam. This next one involves cats, so I think you all know the drill by this point. It is called Whisker Waters. Whisker Waters is the ultimate RPG adventure that blends light fantasy and the art of fishing into a mesmerizing world. As a player, you'll create and play as your very own cat character and embark on a whimsical fishing journey like never before. Okay, let's be real for just one quick second. The cat characters in this game look a little off. But let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the adventure, shall we? The main focus of the game is fishing, having tons of actual strategies you have to implement to be able to master the fishing. The line can get stuck where you have to use timed pulls. It can get tangled where you have to wiggle the fish. There are whirlpools to fight. Some fish you have to jump with. Tons of different techniques to master to keep it fresh. I'm going out on a limb here, but if fishing isn't your thing, this game probably isn't either. Fishing isn't all that's in the game, however. There's other things to do like fulfilling quests from the neighbors to get rewards for your journey and actually going on that journey. Unlike real life, in Whisker Waters, cats, bears, and birds are your neighbors and the animals live in harmony. Cue the cat chattering immediately if this was real life. Whisker Waters is releasing on Steam and the Nintendo Switch on April 25th. Now, let's talk about a game called Taking Root. Taking Root is a cozy game about caring for houseplants and watching them thrive. Care for your houseplants in real time in this realistic simulation game and create your own urban jungle. Before you try tackling plants in real life, this may be a good option to start with to get your practice in. I'm kidding, sort of, because plants in real life are hard to take care of, so this actually is a better option unless you know what you're doing. This is a really cute game though, as you can basically do everything you would normally do with plants, like watering, pruning, and even propagating them to grow even more plants, which you can then sell. Any money you make in this game can be used to buy furniture and items to design your cozy plant room however you want it. Since I can't make my house look like a jungle in real life because I have 5 cats who eat every green thing, this is the perfect opportunity for me to make an in-game room look like a jungle. Taking Root is releasing on Steam on April 26th. And last, we have Echoes of the Plum Grove. A new life awaits in Honeywood. Build a thriving community that will last generations in this cozy farm simulator. Farm, socialize, make friends, cook, craft, forage, and uncover the secrets of the island. If someone doesn't want to be friends, there are always other means. This one reminds me of a Paper Mario meets Farm Sim, clearly because of the graphics. You're washed onto the shores of the island and you immediately start your work on a farm that can span generations. You know, there are so many games recently where you just wash up on shore, and all I can think is how many people are doing something to just wash up on shores. Anyway, you have all of the Farm Sim things, but throw in a few unique things, like preparing for winter, or your lineage could end because your family dies, or fighting off diseases that your character can get. Yeah, that's pretty serious. Everyone in town also has their own schedule, job, traits, hobbies, and children, which you can either choose to make friends with them and form a better community in Honeywood, or you can not be friends with them. If I'm being honest, this game is not really for me. I feel like it seems pretty stressful and not as cozy, but I did want to include it so you all would know about it and be able to get it if it interests you. I do want to add, they really did a great job at turning what it was actually like living in the 1700s into a game. Echoes of the Plum Grove releases on Steam on April 29th. And there you have it, another month gone by and more cozy games to try. I'm personally very happy with April, as two of my most anticipated games for the year are releasing this month. I've already been using Spirit City for months to help me with my focus, but I'm so excited to have the full game and be able to level up my Spiritographer level while I work. And Botany Manor is just beautiful. Now that you know what is releasing in April, let me know down in the comment section below what game you are most excited for and if I missed any cozy games releasing in April. Thank you so much for watching. Have a cozy day and God bless.